Welcome back to the Crawford Lawcast. I'm Michael Perkinson. We're here with Chris Crawford and our special guest, Pensacola Vibes, Sean Mullins.
Good morning, Sean. How you doing?
Awesome. How are you?
Doing well, man. It's an early morning.
Nah, it's not that bad now.
Well,
no.
it is for me. I got a 2-year-old, so it's funny because it's late in some regards and early every time. So, first off, what is Pensacola Vibes?
So for Pensacola Vibes, when I first started it, it was just like a passion project. I was just taking photos, going around the nature trails and stuff like that. And now it's obviously formed into something much larger. But the mission of Pensacola Vibes has always been just to get people outside. It's never been a money grab. Obviously, I'm trying to make some kind of money, sustain a life, and love what I do. But it was just to get people outside. And this is before COVID, before anything like that. Like, if I had nothing going on or if I was in a funk, I went on a nature trail, came back and felt great. And that was the purpose of Pensacola Vibes, was just to get people outside.
So what came first? Was it the taking the pictures and then the idea, hey, we can turn this into something you're calling Pensacola Vibes?
Yeah.
The name that you came up with?
So I had a plethora of photos already. I don't know why I decided to keep them. It was all taken on a GoPro. Started creating folders of the location, the date, and went from there. But I had people come up to me, since I'm a graphic designer and a web designer, to start lifestyle companies. Just not even Pensacola, but like other ones, like death metal companies with like slogans of like, Hail Satan. Something that was very edgy.
What do they call the 5-star? What's that called? The pentagram?
Yes.
So you'd throw some pentagrams on some
like
things.
That, yeah.
Maybe some goat heads.
100%. Man, he's really good at this. Anyway, but my buddy started this company, and I helped him design some things, and then he, I asked him more like, well, how do you do the shipping? And like, oh, it's through PayPal, and like, you put the person's information on PayPal, and then you print the shipping labels. Anyway, but so pretty much I just took that, and I was like, I don't even know how I came up with the name of the company. I wish I did, but I can't lie about that. But like, I was like, yeah, Pensacola Vibes sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna create a Facebook page, and then I did that, and then pretty much just sharing my photos with other people that have equal passions about Pensacola. Like, because I can, like, same thing, like, oh, how long have you lived in Pensacola? Oh, 15 years, and you've never walked on the pier? Like, why? Like, I think it's me showing the photo. If you can make it look cool, then people want to do it, and that just gave me the motivation to keep on doing it. And I've said it before, but like, the first viral video that I had was the Blue Angels. I had a GoPro under the water. They flew over the pier, and right as they were flying over the pier, I brought it above the water. They shared it on their Facebook page, and I went from 200 likes to 2,000 likes overnight on Facebook.
So that's what Mike was telling me, and I had no idea about the story, right? Mm-hmm. So was that intentional? Like, were you on the water thinking, hey, man, this is going to be a cool shot?
I was swimming around like an idiot for, I don't know, 30 minutes, just like in water, waiting for them to come out. I don't know where I thought of the idea either, but it's because of the tools that I had, and I used them for what they're for. Like,
right.
A GoPro, when I was using it, when I first started, it was just everything above water. I'm like, that's just for a camera, and like, you can just use a camera for that. I'm like, well, a GoPro is a tool. It's waterproof, and you use above water. And I was like, man, it'd be pretty cool to go from below the water and above water. These days, it's tough for me to come up with original ideas because there's so much content out there. But that was an original idea of mine. And I was like, oh shit, I'm just gonna take my GoPro, put it below the water. Hopefully I get it, because that was always the hardest thing, is like a water smudge on the lens, a little tiny lens. Mm-hmm. Like, you never know. And like, I brought it above water. You can see in the video there is a water smudge, but as soon as I go dead on it, it just goes away. And I was like,
Did you lick the lens before?
I've done it before.
What do you mean lick the lens?
It like gets, like, I don't know. It's like, what do you call it? What's the?
Is it an old?
It's like Rain-X.
It's like a wives' tale.
Natural Rain-X.
I remember that for scuba masks.
Same.
You would spit into the scuba mask.
Yeah, almost the same concept, but
okay.
Like, I don't know how long it'll last though. Like, I'm not gonna,
Me neither.
Yeah. There's no testing on it.
No, because I've done that shot again in the past. I've done it 2 more times, and you're not gonna find me in the middle, like the water halfway down the pier, swimming out there going. Because I've had guys like even like yell at me like, get the hell out, because they're fishing. Like, you're not supposed to be here. Like, they think I'm spearfishing. Because I had like the pole, like extendable GoPro pole.
Okay.
They thought I was spearfishing. I'm like, no, so you're never gonna see me like going around with you with a GoPro like that. Like, oh shit, you gotta get the shot. But like, I have that. That was that first shot, and then the second shot is what I used. It's called a dome housing for a GoPro. pretty much like, let's say this is the level of water and you bring the GoPro to this level and you're trying to get like a split shot, you're not going to be able to because it's very, very like blurry. But the dome pushes the water back so where there's more of a shot, so you get 50% underwater, 50% above water, and that's what I did for that second shot. That one was pretty cool. It's just, you see it the entire time, but then it's like all you see is green water and there's nothing else going on. It'd be awesome. I get like a dolphin or a shark in it, but like the chances of that happening are pretty minimum. Although the third time, that's when I had a problem where it's like, oh, it'd be funny if there's a shark out there. And as soon as I walked up onto like, the shoreline, there's people pointing at the water. I'm like, great, they're pointing at a shark.
The whole jaw scene, shark,
I'm just gonna wait till I see them turn, and I'm gonna run into the water, and that's what I did. I'm like, if I don't see it, it never existed. So I just swam out there. And there's people with pictures like sharks behind me, like their fins are out there. I'm like, sick.